So Dylan, that one was close and came down to the wire, but you guys found a way to tie it and then obviously come out on top on overtime. Just what was the message, the mantra? How'd you guys keep digging deep?
Yeah, I think just stay with it. Even the first two periods, I thought we had some pretty good looks and, tight game. Neither team able to score, but nice to battle back and win a game like that for sure.
How important was it for Carell to, with as many saves as he made and obviously only gave up one goal? Does it feel good to get him that win as well?
Yeah, awesome. He played really well. He's been really well as of late, and we're not in that game without him. So big shout out to him.
So you've had some pretty prolific overtime winners, but I know this is your first NHL overtime winner. So just walk us through the play and how does it feel right now?
Yeah, it feels good. I mean, I bumped it back to Cools, and I kind of saw my guy take a step inside, and he made a nice play to me. And, just a nice shot. I mean, I don't know. I felt like we had some pretty good looks, both him and I, this game, and it was nice to get one there.
Are you like a feel guy when you go in a situation like that where you're just reading the goalie, or do you have something in mind when you're going in?
A little bit of both. I think just I kind of had that little breakaway that Buger gave me in the second there, so when I put it through his 5-hole, and I was kind of thinking about that, but I don't know. I just thought, I saw a little opening and shot it there, so nice play.
When you're in a situation like this, coming down the stretch, I don't know if this is difficult for a team to be playing, these games, or if you don't even think about that, when you're out of it already, and it's just really more playing for pride and for professionalism.
I mean, you're always playing for something. No matter who you are, you're playing for next year. People would kill to play the last 15 games in the NHL, so don't take it for granted. I think everybody in here is playing for something no matter who they are, so I think that's important, and we can take that momentum in the next year for sure.
Dylan, in such a short time period, how have you been able to build this sort of great rapport with Logan?
Yeah, I think just we sit together, we sit on the plane together, we spend a lot of time together, so that helps. I think when you are friends with someone off the ice, it helps your on-ice chemistry, and our skill sets and games complement each other well. So I think it's just going to keep going up from here.
Thanks, Dylan.
Awesome, thanks.
So Carell, 27 saves, a lot of big saves. What did it feel like to have them score late and then come out with the win? How meaningful is that for you?
It was kind of a different game than usual. We have been waiting for a goal for a long time. In first two, doesn't happen too much, so it was about one goal who scored first, but obviously they scored first, but we did a great comeback, and it's a big win for tonight.
I know there were a lot of blocked shots, but it seemed like you were seeing the puck very well tonight as well. Were you tracking the puck well tonight?
I think so, yeah. I felt great. I tried to be focused for every minute, and obviously they worked. So, but like you said, boys in front of me did a great job. They blocked a ton of shots again. So, it was a kind of playoff game, and we did a great job.
Past few weeks, you really seem to be very confident, very big in net. Has there been a change from the way the season started? Did you work on tweaking anything or work on anything as the season has gone by?
Yeah. Every game is a little bit different, so I'm just trying to prepare in the same way every time, and just wait what's gonna happen. So just want to be ready for every game, and sometimes works, sometimes doesn't work. So I enjoy every game, and I'm glad we play tonight.
Feel like you're settling into a groove now?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Is there a lot of confidence in your game now? It has been, like Patrick said, there's been a stretch here. So.
Yeah, sure. I felt every great and better every game. So and that helps me a lot when I get more and more shots. So I felt great tonight.
André mentioned earlier today that you guys are going to rotate games the rest of the way. Do you like that approach? Is it nice to know from a preparation standpoint what you're going to get?
Honestly, I didn't know that before, I just want to be ready for every game I'm going to play, and that's my job. So, I enjoy the game right now. We play great hockey, and it's fun to watch, I think. Thank you.
André, close game all the way through. You're proud, especially hanging in there after the disallowed goal and ultimately coming out with a win.
Yeah, that's positive for us. That's the kind of thing where we want to work on being able to play those tight games, staying with it, being resilient. I think coming back from behind and getting the 2 points. I think there's a lot of positive in that game. I think we saw more block shot. There's a lot of positive. Obviously, if you want to look for negative, you will find some. There's never a perfect game, but I like the fight in our team.
You knew that this was a team coming in, the Kraken, that were desperate to win, and they just played last night. What did you see early in the game from them, and were you happy with how your team adjusted?
Yeah, the way they create their rush, they create a lot of rush offense lately. There's a lot of D-to-D attack on the weak side and flip pucks. I think we did a really good job on our soft lock and making sure we were cutting or limiting those cross ice play, and I think our forward were committed on that. So we'll limit the number of rush opportunity we give them. I think if there's one thing, it's our execution. I think first we missed great A opportunity, but more than that, we had a few simple play where we did not connect, which is those sometimes will happen. You have to double down playing good defense and grinding the game, which we did. So there's a lot of positive.
Are you seeing anything different in Vejmelka's game over this last stretch or so? Confidence or anything else? Or
Stop the puck. That's what I see. That's the most important thing. No, he's playing really good. Yeah. He's competing really hard. And I don't know if I don't want to be misreading what I'm saying. I'm not saying that's different than before. I just want to say what I see from his game now. I see a guy who's competing really hard, who's really quick in the net, who's making key saves, who's giving us a chance every night. He has that fire, and he's competing really hard right now. I'm happy for him. I think he had a first half of the season where he had to grind mentally, and I think he showed us what he's capable of right now.
We just talked to Dylan, and he talked about playing, this last stretch of games when you don't really have great incentive in terms of playoffs, but he said everybody has something to play for. The reality, too, is it can be tough, right, to motivate guys. So how do you get them ready for this final stretch?
You just need to focus on the present. It's tough because you talk about something in the future. Does he have anything better to do today? I have nothing better than playing an NHL game or coaching an NHL game. So let's do it as best as we can. I think we're fortunate to do what we have to do. Obviously, we will love to be in the playoff. That's what we want. We're striving for that, and there's a little sour taste in our mouth all the time or in the back of our head. I understand that, but that doesn't take away the fact that we're lucky to be here and we're fortunate to be here. So we enjoy every moment of it.
How have you seen Dylan? He seems to bring an offensive threat to the game.
He's bringing a lot to the game. He's bringing competitiveness, pace, execution, really good defensively, really good stick. He's playing well on the PK. He is competitive. Even if he's a 20 years old kid, he's been in a lot of championship games, and it showed. He wants to win. He has that fire in his eyes, and we are really happy to have him.
André, what did these sorts of wins show about the heart and the passion that this team had despite things not going your way?
Well, for me, never been a doubt of our level of care, our level of passion in that room. And, I think it was not an easy game, but we found a way, in a sense of it's a good opponent, and we had to grind, and we did. And I think I never doubt the fight in our guys. I think even when we had tougher time, I think it was the reverse. Is we wanted so much that was putting a pressure where we could not handle. So we need to be able to manage that pressure and making sure we stay in the moment and not thinking at what will happen in 2 weeks or what happened a week ago. It's today, right here, right now, what we can do, and that's the most important lesson we had in the second half of the season.
André, this game starts off a long homestand. How important is it to win the first game out the homestand?
We'll tell you after the homestand how the homestand went. But every game are important, in my opinion. We want to approach every game like that's a really important game. And sometimes we joke about it because I always say this one is an important one. They're all important. I want our team to show up for 82 games, and knowing full well sometimes the execution will not be there, but it's not because our head will not be there. So we want to approach every game like they're important. And you know, I make that reference to the boys at some point. Everybody watched The Last Dance, and I talk about Michael Jordan when he was always finding a way to be mad about something. He was making stuff up to make sure he was ready for his game, and he give himself a reason to be the best version of himself, whatever the game. That's what we have to do. We find the reason you want, lie to yourself, do something, find a way to be the best version you can every day.
How does a win like this help you do that?
I don't know. How's that win will help us to do that? I think it's a good confidence booster because we come back from behind. It's good because we won in overtime. It's good because we won the first game of our homestand. It's good because it was a tight game and we found a way to win. All of those are positive things. We blocked more shot. We were resilient, never panic on the bench, those kind of things. So all of that will help us. I don't know if it's specifically the timing of the game or what will help, but I think just the way we won that game, I think it's a good feeling. Feel good about that one.
Thanks, Bear.